Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing something exciting, or I hope it's exciting anyway. It was for me. It's fun. We're going to be using a whole bunch of new products. We're going to be having some things I absolutely love. We're going to be having some things I don't love. And little temper tantrums of throwing things like, look at this brush. Oh my God, I think it's ruined now. If you're up for that, then just keep watching. Remember, you guys were warned that they would be out here, the power company's out here, not here, but in the vicinity, and they are cutting down trees. And of course, it would be the day that I'm filming. In addition to that, I've elected to not turn off the furnace because it's 5 degrees outside and my husband and son are both here. So they're not stopping their lives because I'm in here doing this. I've got a whole bunch of new stuff here. Some of it I've not used yet. Some of it has been opened, and like these foundation tints have been opened and put on my wrist to check the shade to take a picture for Instagram, but I've not worn it. So let's start with moisturizing my face because I didn't do that because I got this. This is fragrance-free, essential oil-free, good, and it is a hydration cream for all skin types. It has niacinamide, dimethicone. It says on the back it's made in Korea, distributed in Toronto. And let's get in here and open it up. Looks like you get a nice amount of this. That's the consistency. It's kind of like a gel. And let's put that on my face and feel how it feels. It doesn't feel like Tatcha Dewy skin cream, but no, it's got niacinamide in it. I really like that. So yeah, baby. And it feels like I can use this as a primer, actually. So good job there. So I'm just going to use this Sigma eyeshadow stick because it's easy in Ignite. After this, we will be all primed and ready to go. This is the card about the eyeshadow. If you want to pause that and read it, there you be. And this is it, Be Mine. And it is in a sleeve. So we can take that sleeve off of there. We have a mirror. And these beautiful shades, which, of course, you can see that I've had my finger in a couple. So I looked at Eye Candy, and I just pulled this out so I could show you and thought, oh, I think that shade is already in existence. In the Autumn Rain palette, I think that right there. This one here, no. So Fallen Splendor, no, it's not the same shade as Eye Candy. And, you know, right off the top of my head, I thought, you know, a couple of these were already in existence, but let me show you. As you can see, they are nothing alike. So this is the new Eye Candy, and this is, what is it, Fallen Splendor? Yeah, Fallen Splendor. So let's go ahead and do the swatching of it right now, then we can decide what we're gonna do. BK Beauty 201, and let's see, let's go into Soulmates. Let's just use this as our transition. This is a very light shade, so we can do that. Very beautiful. Did I mention that I have the light version of the palette? Good, that's exactly what I want. Something really light and beautiful and soft to go right there in my transition area. Let's switch to something that's a little more compact because as you can see, this is a very fluffy brush. This Refer 13, this is a goat hair brush. It's gonna pick up a little bit more product than a synthetic would, and it's also denser. I'm going to like just poke right there and find. And the shade that I'm doing that with is Darling. That is beautiful. But what did we expect? Ooh, I've only got 2 of my Mel brush clean, which is the Refer 21. I'm going to swipe through Flirty. And I thought it might be really close to a couple of the shades that are in Enduring Love, but no. You are getting a palette that hasn't got these colors in other palettes. Now, you might own singles from Sydney Grace that are similar, but I think there's always going to be an undertone shift or something that makes it a totally different shade. Now don't forget, when you go there, use our code. I think it's Glitzy Fritzy. It might just be Glitzy Fritzy. I'll hunt it and put it here because you can save 15%. Where I don't get anything from that code, okay? So I'm not just trying to get you to buy stuff. I really hate that we have to like say that all the time. Few bad apples, you know? I mean, I got no qualms with telling you if I'm gonna make money on something. I think you wanna help me. So it's to my advantage in my brain. It's to my advantage to let you know, hey, I'm gonna make some money on this. If you guys wanna help me out, use my link. But, you know, some people hide that, I guess. But anyway, I don't get anything if you use the code, but you save 15%. I'm just tapping this little brush in Pucker Up. So I want to see if I can use it as a liner. Of course I can. It's Sydney Grace. Now I'm going to use the E35, which is part of your Glitzy Fritzy Essential Eye Set. Sold out until March. Sorry guys, but if you have this brush, I love this brush for working a color on the outer corner because it is really fluffy and it doesn't pick up too much, and it's just really nice for older hooding eyes. And I'm going to go into Pucker Up. I'm going to lightly circle it around here on the outside, just darkening that up a little. I'm just circling and circling and circling right here. Right there. Just a little bit right there. I would have loved to have seen what Mel would do with a Valentine palette from Sydney Grace. She would have taken this to another level. I'm sorry I don't have even 1/8 of the talent that she had in her little pinky, but I'm doing the best I can. You know what I want to do, don't you? Yeah, you do. You know I want to go a little darker. I'm really curious about my person down here, this black. I'm just going to tap in that. Let's see what that black will do. I'm just going to come right over that and deepen it up some more because I can get sultry like that. That's just enough. And then let's use Smitten, which is a charcoaly gray color. Let's use it underneath. Want to? Why not? Why not? I'm going to take just a tiny bit of Cupid and pop it right here. I'm just trying to use up a bunch of colors here because I want to see what they look like. I'm going to get a little bit of smooch and put it right there. Wow. That is so pretty. But I've lost a little bit of flirty now. So I'm going to bring some more flirty and intensify that right there. Ooh. So these two things from Caliray were sent to me by Caliray. And I said yes to this right away because you know where this brand comes from, right? It comes from Wendy. Wendy, you know, from Urban Decay. Wendy started Urban Decay, okay? I can't think of Wendy's last name. See in her face. Okay, this is her new brand. This here is $39. It says a clean and super lightweight tinted face elixir. This whole thing is like vegan, cruelty-free. Their whole thing with their packaging and stuff, it's all about recycle. And, you know, it says right here on the back, all that stuff. And the ingredients are also here on the back. I already know from doing the swatches for my Instagram picture, that too is the one that we want. But they let me pick 2 shades to make sure I got the right shade. And they were also going to let me try the lip pout thing, but I couldn't because they were out. So I went and bought it. We're going to put this on with a sponge on one side and a brush on the other so we can find out together how it does. But I think that probably, we're not going to waste a bit of this. I think that probably your fingers would do a really good job of this. And I'm just going to put some right there. Yes, it is very lightweight. You know, and this was with a sponge, which would make it a lot more so. I think that that's going on pretty darn good. That doesn't mean that I'm going to like it by the end of the day, but for right now, I like the way this is going on. It doesn't feel like I have anything on. Okay, Wendy, let's see what else you got. We're going to try this on this side with a brush. I should probably use a synthetic one so it doesn't get all ate up in this brush. Let's do that. We'll use a multitasker. It's really fluid. Let's try it with the brush. And I'm not swiping. I'm going to do this pouncing motion. I like it with either the brush or the sponge. But I would say if you don't want to waste anything, that you maybe use a brush that doesn't soak up the product like this one. What do you think? Which side do you think looks the best? Or do they look the same to you? In the 10 by, I think that the side that is the brush, I can see it sitting in my pores. Like little hints of that polka dot thing getting ready to start. It does feel like I don't have anything on my face at all. Very light coverage. We can see that I have this age spot over here. Can I build this up any? Let's see. I'll put that on with my hand. A little bit. I can build her up a little bit. Let's just go ahead and bring this all around with my fingers. And now that polka dotty thing that was going on is gone. So, that's interesting. So far, I like it. Now, I'm not going to do a time test on it, okay? Because the time test is, I don't know. I feel like when it comes to foundation reviews, I'm not the best one there is out there. I have a habit of putting my hands all over my face all the time. I'm constantly itching my nose. My house is so dry that, seriously, if you make egg noodles in the morning, they're dry by the afternoon. That's how dry my house is. So my nose I'm constantly messing with it because it's so dry. So I'm not a really good person to do foundation reviews, I don't think. But, I mean, maybe you think different. I don't know. Now I'm just going to kind of tap that a little with this damp sponge before we put the powder on it. But I'll come up close so that you can see what it looks like. If this holds up the rest of the day, I would think that this would be a really good round the house every day, just kind of not going anywhere fancy, just want to look like a better version of my natural self kind of foundation. I'm going to take a little bit of this powder now and powder this down on my nose. Let's put it over the pores and see if we can knock them back even more. So I will say this about this, because it's so fluid, I think you will go through this in no time. And $39 is kind of expensive for that, but I do like the way it behaves. Let's do a little bit of bronzing with the Flower bronzer, and this is Sigma's, one of their new Luxe brushes. This one is, I think, yeah, it's called Powder Sculpt. So I'm just gonna tap a little bit of that right there. Whoa, that right there is enough with that application, that blush. Let's get something bigger to buff. Because, I mean, that was pretty, the way that put that on there. But I wanted a little hint because I don't know what this blush is going to do. Okay, so this blush is the NYX Sweet Cheeks. In its, I mean, they have the powder one, okay? Yeah, that. Oh, that is a really dark color. They were sold out of all the other shades, and there was just this. Let's put it back here first. So the idea is that you can just, you can just use this, okay? And whoa, that's pretty intense. Let's just get in here and go. I'm gonna put it on the back of my hand first, like that. And then I'm gonna pick up some with this. Whoa, am I glad I did not put that on my face first. We're gonna work it into this brush. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna be using this blush a lot. That is, maybe if it was a softer pinky color, but this one here, Showgirl, gonna have to work too much with that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, keep putting more on there, Mary. That'll make it better. It says to use your fingers. That's too much blush for me. Whoa. Am I ever gonna be able to get that out of this brush? I don't know. I need a mirror. Yeah, just a flash. Just a flash. Woo! I look like a whore on payday. I'm gonna take my Sonia Kashuk and try to buff this in. I would say let's take our foundation brush and go over it, but this brush was designed to not hold product in it. So there's really not, but it's doing a good job of buffing it though. I forgot that you could do that with this brush. Okay, that's a little better, right? Yikes! I don't want that around me. Get out of my sight. Get away from me. So as I said, they offered to send me one of these. This is the Glazed and Infused Plumping Glass Lip Trip. But when I went to pick the color I wanted, they were out of all of them. So I bought this, and this is Taco Tuesday, which I'm glad that I did buy it instead of choosing, because I would have chose one that after I saw them in person, I just kind of like this color better. So it says right there, Taco Tuesday. All right, let's see what's so special about this. I didn't see that they had eyeliner. I would have got an eyeliner, but I didn't see that. This is called Glazed and Infused. It's $19. It comes in 4 shades, and it says a skincare level, indulgent feeling lip infusion that is the furthest thing from sticky, glides on and like an oil, and hydrates like a cushiony balm with proven biometric peptides for real plumping action now and later. I just squeezed that up there. What does that remind you of? Lancome Juicy Tube. You remember I've always told you that Lancome's the smart ones because they have this plastic lip thing and the product doesn't get, you know, I mean, this is hygienic in my opinion. Let's put some on. Okay, well, I don't feel any kind of a plumping agent in this. Right here it says, clinically tested maxi lip for lips that look 40% larger and 29% smoother.
A few moments later.
Do my lips look larger? Let's keep an eye on my mouth through this and see if it gets larger. It feels good. Okay, I got this from Lancome. This is I'm trying all the Lancome eyeliners, but so far I've not found any that are better than this one for longevity, which is the 24-Hour Drama Liqua Pencil. I'll tell you one thing I don't like right now. I can't get it to go back down. I wound it up there a little bit to see it, and it won't go back down. I don't like that. Wow, that is a rich gliding pencil. This is going right in there. Careful with this. That is super, super creamy. Wow. The other one, the 24-hour one, that one is really creamy too. But it does hold. Let's see if this one does. This one stayed a few hours before it left, not completely, but in parts it left my waterline. But I think it's excellent for lining, you know, outside of the water or tight line. This has got a smudger on the end of it so that we could like be doing this number underneath here and then smudging it out if we want. And the last product I have from Caliray is this Come Hell or High Water. This is a tubing mascara. I love tubing mascaras. So zero smudge and life proof. Volumizes, curls, and conditions. Easy removal. Tubing mascaras, all you could do is get them wet with warm water and they just rub right off. And let's see what kind of wand we have here. Okay, for those who don't know it, a tubing mascara, it's called tubing because each one of these lashes, see, gets coated with a little tube of mascara around the lash. And the reason that I love tubing mascaras is because I feel like waterproof mascaras, all they do is cause me to have problems taking them off. This is delicate tissue under here. If you're my age, you know exactly what I mean. I don't want to get rough underneath there. And when I use a waterproof mascara, that's what happens. Now, you can get rough with a tubing mascara if you're not careful in the way you take it off. I try really hard not to go like this on my eyes. I take the warm water and like work it on the tubes and they will just come right off of your eyelashes. A tubing mascara will usually allow me to cry without it running. I can get a little bit to where, you know how if you rub your eyelashes, you know, it doesn't smear if you're using a tubing mascara. It's a little bit, you know, it stands up against sweat and stuff. But do she flake? We have to find out. So far, I'm really liking the way this is going on. It doesn't look clumpy. The wand on it is small enough that I can get to the underneath side without hitting my eyelid. So I like that. Let's talk about some brow stuff. Now, this is the new one I picked up because I hate this so bad. These I got at CVS. It's by Arches and Halos. All right, I'm talking about this I don't like, the pen. Here's why. So here's the NYX one that I love so much that I can't find because they're always out of my shade. This pen goes on and on like a dream. I mean, I've used this for months, okay, and I've still got a lot in there. Its tip lets me actually draw little hairs, okay, just the faintest little touch of that, see? And I draw these little hairs with it. So I was looking for something to replace it, and I got this. This is not like the NYX at all. You had to press so hard that it ran all the color together, and it looked like I just colored it. It didn't look like little hairs. Try this right now. This is the Maybelline Studio. It's the one of these ones that's got these prongs on the end. This is in 365 Deep Brown, and we're gonna try that. Is it actually gonna draw 3 hairs? Or am I gonna have a glomp mess and ruin everything? I don't know. I guess I just put it on here and drag up. Is that what I do? Well, so far it's not doing a thing. Is there a trick to this? Okay, I just put that on the back of my hand and drug. So now I guess it's primed. I don't know. Oh, I'm nervous about this. It's not doing anything. Okay, pushing a little harder. It's not doing anything. I mean, I got that one stripe there and then nothing. I can do it on the back of my hand. Why is it not working on my face? Okay, maybe it works better through the brow because it's not doing what I want at the beginning of the brow. This is a piece of crap. This is not what I want. Let's do this. Maybe if we bring the color up to the front. Hold down and drag. What am I doing wrong? I don't like it. That's not doing what I wanted it to. I had such high hopes for you, piece of crap. Oh, and this is interesting. Okay, as I'm wiping this off, look, it's leaving blue stain behind on my hand. Oh my gosh, what is this? Elf to the rescue. Now, one thing I do kind of like from this brand, Arches and Halos, is this. Okay, so you know I've been looking for something that does this at a more affordable price. This formula actually does what this does. However, okay, there is a however here. You will go broke trying to get this much product out of this. First of all, this is deceiving. I want to think that this has the product in it and this is the brush. No, this, the long end. Why? Deceiving. The long end, this handle, is the brush, and this has just the tiniest amount of product in it. This brush is so very tiny that it does pretty good dispersing it to get a look like this, but I think Benefit probably has a patent on that brush. That brush is more than half of what makes this. Well, I'm going to use it in here. Okay, this little brush is really good, actually. I like this little tiny brush. I like the Benefit better. Still, see what that did? And it will dry like that and stay like that just like the Benefit does. But cost-wise, I'm better off buying the Benefit product. You do have to kind of wipe it off a little bit because it does come out a lot wet, but honey, this will feather it down and keep it exactly like you had it, just like the Benefit product. So I'll enjoy this while I have it, but Arches and Halo, if you ever were to find this video somehow, stop ripping people off, okay? Put a better stopper in here and switch sides. Fill this up with the product, and then I would recommend this product. let's talk about these products. Started out here with the Refer moisturizer. I didn't know it was coming. It just showed up here, so I don't really have any information. I looked on their website, couldn't find anything there. I think they're like, we're trying it, giving our feedback on it. Not sure if I'm supposed to even be talking about this. I really like this. It has skincare properties, but I don't think of this as hydration cream. To me, Tatcha Dewy Cream is hydration cream. My gosh. But this has got some really good stuff in it, and I really like that there's niacinamide in here. If you're not super dry, I think that this would be an excellent thing to use under your makeup. Be Mine by Sydney Grace. No, it's ugly. I hate it. Get away from me. It hurts my eyes to look at it. Just, ugh. Okay, you know I'm going to say I love this palette. Of course, I do. You will too. I think this would make a really wonderful Valentine's present for anybody. It's got some real versatility to it. If you use the code that I told you while we were getting ready, whatever that is, I'll put that here again, you'll save 15% on it. And it's just a lovely palette. There's a light and a dark version. Go get you some. Then we tried the Caliray Free Dreaming Skin Tint in shade 2. So if your skin is in my coloring, then 2 is the one. That's the one that you want. I really like it. I think it looks exactly like my skin evened out. I mean, it's lightweight, but I think it can be built up a little bit. Not, of course, do full coverage, but you can still see that age spot there. What are we going to do when that goes away? And I can't say, oh, look at that. We'll put it on my hands because that ain't never going nowhere, right? But anyway, so yeah, I think that this looks beautiful. I think my skin looks healthy and like summer. Since I just finished my makeup and it's the first time, I have no idea how this is going to wear through the day, so I will put right here. Did it last? How much was on a cotton round at the end of the night? Did it start looking terrible? I will report that right there. But from just finishing my makeup and looking at it, I think this looks really good. I can see me wearing this a lot during the week. No. Is this ruined now? Let's see. Let's clean it together right now and see if this is stained for life. I don't have any cinema secrets, and I'm not going to pour this in a dish because I about choked myself in here the other day cleaning a bunch of brushes with it. It's just too much for me, but let's see. I got this on here. I want to see if this is going to come out or if I have ruined my F80 with that. I don't know, guys. This tint may actually tint this brush for life. I couldn't move it. It seemed like it was patchy going on. And if this was a lighter shade, maybe it would have worked better. But no, this is way too touchy, too dark, wouldn't move. I don't like this at all. And because of the experience with it, I don't know if I'd be willing to try it in a lighter shade. But this shade here, Showgirl, oh honey. You showing all right. You showing your tint, okay? I'm going to go in there and actually wash this brush and see if this is going to come out because it doesn't seem like it is. I'm going to be a little upset if I ruined my F80. Now, I had to wash this twice with Dawn, but it did come out, thankfully. If you're going to go ahead and get that stuff, I would say use your fingers. Use a sponge. One that you don't care if it stains it. Use the e.l.f. sponge. It's the same color. I would never use one of my goat hair brushes because that cuticle is going to soak that up and you probably never get that out. It'll be ruined. The mascara feels, you know, like a tubing mascara. It's soft. So far it's not flaking or doing anything, but I've not had it on all day. I will put here whether or not it did do anything unexpected, but I really like the mascara. I think it looks really nice. You know, I really like tubing mascaras, so it gets a big thumbs up for me right there. This confuses me. I don't understand the plumping thing. Okay, so I love this shade. It does have some tint, as you can see, like the oils that I like to wear from Casa. It goes on. It doesn't feel like an oil. It feels like a gloss or a balm, but it has an oil in it. I like the smell. It's not sticky. It feels really good. Don't understand the whole plumping thing, though. This brow pen from Maybelline, if you have this thing, tell me how it works. because you saw what I went through. It did not do what I wanted. Maybe if I find the receipt, I'll take it back. I don't know. It just depends on how much it costs, because it just irritates the crap out of me when you buy a product and it doesn't do what it's supposed to. That's the second time I've thrown that thing. I don't like it at all. And I don't like the Arches and Halo pen. What happens when you put it on your brow is, because it's more of a watery formula, it doesn't show up very well. So you press harder, and when you do, the color starts running together, and then you wind up with a block, like you just took a pencil and colored on your skin. That's not what I'm after. I'm after individual looking hairs. If you want a pen that actually does what it's supposed to, get the NYX one. This product here, if they revise this the way that I suggested earlier on when I was putting on my makeup, I would buy this. But because of the price of this, it's not really cheaper. In fact, it could cost you more money because there's not as much product in this as the Benefit. But as you can see, this holds. This feels just like the Benefit product in my brow. They'd have to lower the price and make some revisions first. But yes, it does have the hold. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me your comments below. What did you think? Have you used any of these products? Do you like them? I hope that you guys know you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, the way you get one is to go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.
Can't find it on their website. It's... I want to hit you with this. I want to... Please go away. I'll just show you really quick. This is Autumn Rain, and I thought that possibly... Possibly is the word. The word is the word is the word. So there you go. Let's do some quick squatches. Squatches. Yay me! I love this for me. Noise everywhere. I can't talk. You know, it's a good day. If you want to go like this, then go like that. Okay? If it helps you to stick your tongue out like that, then do it. And Wendy has stormy eyes. We got a better Wendy song than that, right? What about California? Beach Boys, Wendy. Oh, Wendy. Does it? No, I can't hit that key. Let's go back to... Dun, 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 dun. And Wendy has stormy eyes. Imperfections, hydrates, blurs, and breathes easily. I didn't know these things could breathe. They can breathe? Really? Oh my gosh, my boots are under me. Get them out from under the desk. I tell you, these boots weren't meant for... You know that song. These boots are meant for walking, and that's just what they'll do. Yeah, one of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You are a piece of crap to me. Can't you see? You don't do what you're supposed to. You're not everything to me. And you're not beautiful to me.